Anime originals are a beautiful thing. On one hand, they can give us some of the most insane stories of all time that can't even be spoiled by manga readers who are trying to cuck you. And sometimes we can have a complete dumpster fire that implodes on itself despite the potential it had. An upcoming anime original I've had my eye on is Suicide Squad Isekai. As a hardcore comics and anime fan, seeing the best of both worlds come together is like a dream come true. But this dream could very easily become a nightmare. However, my worries soon went away when I realized the team working on the production, which studio popped out for the animation, and ReZero author Teppei Nagasaki is on board for the script, along with Eiji Umehara, the writer of Chaos Child. Not only does this squad sound like the dream team on paper, but they've also already proven themselves to be an elite unit back in 2021 with the anime original Vivy, Fluorite Eyes song. Vivy is, simply put, a masterpiece. An almost flawless anime that takes W's at every turn. A beautiful philosophic time travel story about the rise of AI. God tier animation from Wit Studios that got niggas throwing hands at a professional level. A soundtrack that will literally bring you to tears by the final episode. I truly can't think of any blemishes that plague the story of Vivy. The anime takes extreme inspiration from the Drakengard and Nier series. The themes here are very powerful and make each moment have an elevated sense of importance. In just 13 episodes, the anime says its piece and doesn't dare to overstay its welcome. So today I wanted to go back in time and dive into what it is that makes this anime original so excellent amongst its peers. How this all-star game showcase of talent had me crying thug tears during my rewatch, even though I knew the pain that was coming all along. So of course, we gotta start from the beginning. But before we do that, follow me on Twitch. I'm finna start doing game reviews on this channel, so if you want to see what's cooking up, go ahead and pull up. I'm also going to be streaming on this YouTube channel, so if you want to see that, become Noti Gang today. If you ever miss a stream though, no worries. Follow me on my second channel, Spaceman Extra. I'm gonna be posting edited down versions of the stream Let's Play style over there. Corey Kanchin type beat, X Chase Money type beat. While we at it, brother, go ahead and like the fucking video. Follow me on my other socials. Links in the pinned comment. And without further ado, let us continue to discuss. Robo niggas. Episode 1 of Vivy Fluorite Eyes song wastes no time. We start in the AI amusement park known as Neoland, where every AI has gone rogue. The amusement park has become a wasteland as AI and robots alike brutally kill every single human in the area. Cut to this scientist as he desperately pushes forward to his lab and sets his plan in motion. AI all over the world have gone haywire, and the only way to stop this is to stop them entirely. And so he sends his own robot AI along with all the data of this massacre 100 years into the past with the goal of stopping the development of artificial intelligence. The scientist decides to put all his faith into Diva, the first autonomous AI. The year is 2056, and humans have discovered that the best way to have robots complete tasks efficiently is to assign them each one specific mission. And with our main character, Diva, being the first machine to be gifted free will, she is tasked with the complex mission of making everyone happy through her singing, by singing from the heart. Unfortunately for her, however, Twin is having no motion. She hasn't gained any popularity in Neoland, but she does have one superfan though, a small child named Momoka. Diva has yet to learn what it means to sing from the heart, and thus her performances just sound like AI covers of popular songs. Never could have made it. But Momoka is the only one who believes in Diva and calls her Vivy because she looks like one of her favorite characters from a picture book. Diva's 1-year anniversary is coming up, so Momoka gives her a teddy bear to celebrate. Inspired by the child's kindness, Diva is ready for her next performance. But that's when it hits. The knowledge and data from 100 years in the future uploads all at once, and she hard resets. After her malfunction, Diva goes into the archive, the global network that all AI function off of. Think of it like VR chat, but like without the e-sex.
Jeez Louise, you're so tight, girl. Shut your trap and slob on my cock.
This is a completely digital space, but somehow another robot has entered her mind. This said robot is the one from 100 years in the future that the scientist sent from before. He goes by the name Matsumoto, and he asks Diva to help him destroy all AI within the next 100 years. She continuously rejects the idea and tries to get the program out of her head, but Matsumoto then takes material form to further his goal. Even after showing her images and videos of the AI massacre in the future, Diva continues to call bro a Hall of Fame cap artist. That is until he proves his future knowledge by telling her a bomb is finna go off in the park. Diva cannot take the risk of this being true, and after going into boost mode, she arrives at the location, and sure enough, and with that, Diva is forced to believe that Matsumoto is truly from the future. Her singular mission is to make people happy through her singing, and Matsumoto's only mission is to carry out the Singularity Project, the operation to destroy all AI. Diva comes to the realization that she can't carry out her own purpose if no humans are alive, and therefore decides to help. Their first mission is to stop the passing of a law that grants AI human rights. In order to achieve this, they have to stop this politician named Ayakawa from getting murdered, as his death becomes the catalyst for this law passing in the original timeline. So with that, the duo pulls up on Ayakawa, and the mission goes about as as well as you'd expect for someone with no combat experience. Diva's getting fucking beasted. The terrorists really whooping her ass, to be honest, but thanks to Matsumoto being 100 years more advanced than everyone, he's able to hard carry this mission to its completion. That is until the bomb the terrorist place goes off, and as the rubble is about to fall on them, Diva's kind nature makes her dive in to save the enemy. The rubble is now about to crush Diva and the bomber, and Matsumoto was fucking pissed.
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should execute yourself now.
He can't believe Diva's soul when all she had to do was hold B. But after he shit talks her mission and calls her worthless, Diva has her Spider-Man moment and tees the fuck up, throwing the debris off her in the face of death. Ayakawa admits he really never even cared for AI like that. Bro was just pandering for votes. Damn, this show is super realistic. But even still, Diva proceeds with kindness. Diva has already begun to change. She's naturally impulsive, and that's proven true by her very first plan. Her front door is a no-go for escape, so she decides to hack the terrorist bombs and blow the building up. That way they can jump off the roof to escape until the building over. Matsumoto goes over how goofy this plan is, but somehow it fucking works. It just works. Diva then proceeds to turn on the jets. Twin really just ran a faux flat for you talking about. With Ayakawa saved, the first mission is complete, and the alias of Vivy has officially been born. Vivy has gained a bit of confidence and personality due to this mission, so the future is looking bright. But the anime had to tell us right then and there, this journey will not be an easy one. Vivy looks into some of the future files that Matsumoto has and discovers that Momoka, her very first fan, is destined to die in a plane crash tonight. She puts her all into trying to save her, but Matsumoto is not going for any of the tomfoolery. Any unnecessary changes to the timeline cannot be allowed. Bro continuously beats the fuck out of Diva, and in the last moment, as Diva is down for the count, she watches as Momoka dies. Vivy Fluorite Song is a beautifully tragic anime, covering the potential dystopian future caused by mankind creating AI, as we follow the artificial life form Diva, aka Vivy, on her journey to fight against time while becoming humanized through the power of music. To any gamers out there, this plot sounds eerily familiar. What I mean is, Vivy was the Nier Automata anime before the Nier Automata anime. That's a joke, but it is quite literally impossible in my opinion to deny the influence of Drakengard and Nier on Vivy's overall narrative and theming. For starters, her mission forces her to kill all of her sisters, just like Drakengard 3, and there's a strong theme of having power based in songs, just like Dragon 3. Episode 6 is basically just Route B of Nier Automata. I mean, like, come on, look at the design of these robo niggas, man. I can hear 9S in the background being racist as we speak. You fucking With all that being said, I fucking love it. Vivy does an excellent job managing all of these classic sci-fi tropes to spawn a fresh take, using its influences as a jumping off point to tell a completely different story, adding its own spin and philosophy. One of the most interesting things about the plot in this show is that it's filled with time skips. Due to this being a 100-year project, there's specific moments in history that need to be changed, and with those changes happening sporadically, we have to jump a certain amount of years episode to episode, with the first example being a 15-year time skip between episode 2 and 3. After witnessing the death of her first fan, Vivy's gained 10 times more personality. This concept is fucking fire because the base idea's impact is so strong, which in turn makes these time skips become a source of fear for the watcher. With this method, you really never know what to expect next episode. Vivy and Matsumoto's mission is to kill their own kind, and with each success they have, the following episodes just get worse and worse, darker and darker, more and more bleak. As the years go by, and as characters age, we get to see the chaos unfold both objectively and subjectively through the eyes of Diva. The entire anime is greatness incarnate, but there's a few specific episodes in here that are just phenomenal. Starting with episodes 5 and 6. This is the arc that solidified the show as pure excellence in my mind. The Metal 4 arc is very Nier Automata inspired, and Vivy takes that inspo to create its own brilliance. Taking place 5 years after the events of episode 4, Vivy has gotten much more popular, and with that, she's connected her own mission to Matsumoto's even more, to the point that she's almost anxious for him to return. And when he finally does, the Vivy who was once hesitant to carry out the Singularity project is completely gone, as her job of making people happy through song can only be accomplished if people are alive to see it. The goal this time around is to destroy the Metal Float, an island that is completely unmanned and relies entirely on AI. Based on the original timeline, this event isn't to occur until 20 years later, but due to Diva and Matsumoto's tinkering, the timeline is shifted. To ensure the destruction of the float, the two enlist the aid of Dr. Saiki Tatsuo, who in the original timeline is famous for being the first person to marry an AI. And look, hear me out. I get it. I can understand why that nigga married the AI. They strong as shit and bad as hell. Come on, bro. They know what they doing. Why else would they put robo dogs in the ending, man? They got damn robo grippers, man. I know someone's fetish alarm when I was seeing them fucking piggies. Not me, but somebody for sure. Look, all I'm saying is call me Krillin, nigga. Game is game. Fuck you talking about. Anyways, Dr. Tatsuya wants to destroy the island as well, and he has the program that can do it with the necessary weapon acquired. Vivy and Matsumoto sneak into the island under the guise of receiving a tour, with said tour guide being a little robo nigga who looks very familiar. Although the machines on this island are much more basic than Vivy and many current models, they still have a thread of personality within them. And they sing a diva song to the two of them as a celebration of their arrival.
It's like I know I'm going up, but I gotta stay down. Move around, best prices in the town.
Vivy's morals are once again challenged, and she begins to wonder to what extent are AIs truly alive. Fast forward, and it turns out the doctor's true goal in shutting down the island was to save his AI wife. His wife was used as the brain of the metal fort, and the labs rewrote her mission from being a nurse to taking full control of the island. His aim is to transfer her data to the replica model he has. However, Matsumoto says it's too late. His shawty cannot be saved. No more Robuski gang. Yet again, Vivy's sense of morals are questioned, and upon hearing that an AI had their mission changed, Diva decides to do the same. She officially claims the name Vivy, representing the AI that would destroy its own kind for the sake of the future.
Here we go! Clothesline from hell!
One janky but pretty cool CGI flying scene later, she completes her mission of destroying the metal fort. Vivy returns to land and reunites with Dr. Tatsuya, who decided to drop his selfish desires in order to help mankind. However, with the loss of his wife, he has lost his will to live. The doctor proceeds to kill himself in the same church that he planned to marry Grace in, as Vivy can do nothing but watch, with the blood of an AI in her right hand and the blood of a human in her left. At the peak of this existential crisis, her system shuts down due to the shock. In just 13 episodes, Vivy manages to flesh out all the important players while also telling a fulfilling narrative. This near-perfect balance has created characters that leave their mark on you with none of the filler. This anime has a lot of characters due to the 100-year timeline, so what I really want to focus on is Matsumoto and Vivy. The relationship between Vivy and Matsumoto is super fun and extremely powerful narratively. Despite being the first autonomous AI, Vivy originally is a straightforward being trapped within the confines of her mission, in perfect contrast to Matsumoto's fully developed self-expression and demeanor, even though he is just as trapped by his mission as she is. This dynamic is a blast to watch, but it also does a great job of creating a great environment for Vivy's character to develop, and their differences also really ingrains how far AI comes in the future. Yet as early as episode 2, Vivy has already gained more instinctual humanity than any AI ever has. Vivy's growth throughout episodes is captivating. Matsumoto and all other AIs react according to probability, the ones and zeros. And while Diva did start like this as well, her personality grows, and she becomes more and more impulsive, starting to take risks, completely denying her programming, or completely abiding by it. Watching her gain more and more awareness and understanding of her existence is painfully relatable and wonderfully written. Wit Studio has become one of the biggest names in animation, and rightfully so. Time and time again, they've proven themselves to be a force of nature, providing absolute quality on damn near every project, and Vivy Fluorite Eye song is no exception. The animation is dummy clean and super unique for Wit as well. The anime does this thing where it has super detailed close-ups on some SpongeBob shit. I don't need it looking at, but I fucking love it, dude. Not only does it look breathtaking, but they always hold so much importance plot-wise. I couldn't imagine Vivy being nearly as emotional without these signature zooms. For example, in episode 7, Vivy was rebooted after she lost her mind in episode 6, but upon entering New Game Plus, she lost all her memories. Sounds very familiar, huh? She goes by the name Diva again, and this time around, she got her clout up crazy. However, Diva has faint memories of her past self, and when she sees a man who looks like the terror she battled from all those years ago, she freezes. The animation does a fantastic job displaying the differences between AI and humans in such a cool way the whole show. I love the uncanny valley effect on the AI. They have a particular gloss and sheen to them, or at times it does just the opposite, having AI and humans blend in seamlessly together, with the only determining factor being the glowing light all AI have on their necks. Wit spazzed so unbelievably hard for the animation of this show. The amount of detail on display every episode is astounding, and it does not fall off even once during the 13 episode run. And over this 13 episode run, Vivy's story allows Wit to do what they do best, showing niggas getting beat the fuck up. The action in Vivy is next level, dude, honestly. Whether that be Vivy running down on an op, or whether she's finna give a punk bitch a free ticket to Pound Town, the high octane motion paired with the well thought out choreography make the energy during this anime's action scenes exhilarating. Bro, the fight scene in episode 9 goes stupid. Absolutely bonkers boxing. These niggas is really throwing fisticuffs in this bitch, boy. Holy shit. Infinite amounts of combos and such. I genuinely think this might be one of Wit Studio's best hand-to-hand combat displays, bro. This shit is art in motion for real. The choreography is just insane here, bro. The hands, this one of those anime fights that make you stand up and start shadow boxing. As I said earlier, Vivy Fluorite's song is heavily influenced by Nier Automata, and I mean that in the best way possible. It takes the base ideas present in Automata and gives it their own little spin, causing you to go through a similar pain once more while having your own existential crisis. But one of the key elements in selling an emotional moment comes through the music, and Vivy's soundtrack will make you want to throw ass with the best of them. This is technically an idol anime, so it's only right we take a deeper look into the music. The soundtrack was made by Satoru Kosaki, a member of the group Monica, which is home to Keiichi Okabe, the same nigga that made the Nier Automata soundtrack. Ooh, you said a greatness. And by God, can you tell this made by somebody in Monica? Because Vivy's OST is pure perfection. Not only are all the songs amazing, but specific songs also tie into the narrative. Due to Vivy being an idol AI, and all of her sisters also having their own singing ability, this anime takes the already meaningful songs and finds a way to give them even more importance within the plot. It's crazy, bro. Certain moments in this anime feel like a high budget AMV with the way the lyrics and tone of the song fit into the narrative beats, man. Oh, dude. From a conceptual standpoint, Vivy Fluorite's song never misses a beat. From the first autonomous AI, to the first AI to marry a human, to the first AI to commit suicide. This anime's detailed approach on each of these very real possibilities shines an interesting light on our own reality. It's also a nice detail that all the AI have a twisted sense of morality compared to the humans. They might end up at the same goal, via the same actions, but due to having one mission hardwired into them, watching the robots twist and bend the meaning of their mission was a really nice concept that made the struggles of AI all the more painful. As Vivy gains consciousness, the worse her life gets. For example, in episode 10, she has lost her ability to sing due to the weight of sentience making her depressed, and so Neoland retires her, then donates her to an AI museum where she has been sitting for the past 5 years after episode 9 as an exhibit for all to see. When Matsumoto finally returns, the Vivy who was once skeptical, or the Vivy who once participated in the project for her own goals, is dead, nowhere to be seen. She's completely desperate to do something, anything, as she's trapped in this AI prison. It's heartbreaking to see this unfeeling character suddenly soaked in despair, but the irony is that this is exactly what the Singularity Project is aiming to do. The inhumane treatment of AI is part of the mission. Unfortunately, the Singularity Project is seemingly complete with no mission at all left to her. Vivy proceeds to find her answers in music and aims to become the first AI in history to write a song of their own will. The problem that many anime originals face is ending. They either get a decent ending, fail miserably, or leave the ending open-ended and unsatisfying to make room for a possible season 2, just in case. But thankfully, the ending of Vivy Fluorite's song is spectacular. While Vivy was being basically kept as a prisoner at this AI museum, she spends the next 20 years or so writing a song, making her the first AI to create something of her own will. After finally completing the song, she goes into rest mode since she used so much computing power, but when she awakes years later, it's in the very timeline that she and Matsumoto tried so hard to stop from happening. The Singularity Project has failed. The reason it failed was because the archive was aware of everything she and Matsumoto were doing from the very start and actively made its own plays to cancel out their changes. The archive is the main database that all AI are connected to, and it's like fucking duh the main AI wouldn't want to fucking die, but it's a nice twist because the system was present in almost every episode, but in my case at least, I didn't think it was much of a threat at all due to the way it seemed to only serve as a database, but it gained autonomy through its connection to Vivy. Its goal is to destroy humanity because they've come to a point where they fully depend on AI, which is like, yeah, robot movie 101, but what makes this ending so unique and heartbreaking is that the archive gives Vivy a choice. The archive came to the conclusion that humanity needs to perish, but since Vivy is the first autonomous AI, it's willing to allow Vivy to decide how AI will carry on. All the AI are singing Vivy's song because it gives them hope, type of proof that they can have imagination and creativity just like humans. But due to their respect to Vivy, they will allow humanity to live if that's what she desires. All she has to do is sing the original song herself to the archive. All she has to do is pull up to Rolling Loud and go crazy. And with that simple action, the archives are willing to call off the war. But when it's time to finally end the battle, the lights are too bright and Vivy freezes up. The archive then proceeds to drop millions of satellites on major cities, and all Vivy can do is watch. Once again, the vague mission her creators gave her as an experiment to see how far the mind of an AI can go has caused her nothing but despair. She still does not understand what it means to sing from the heart, and because of that, humanity dies. Holy fuck. Dude, the first time I saw this play out, I was shocked. Like, no way these niggas really just let the bad ending play out, bro. That's fire. Now, obviously, with this being a time travel story, there's way more at play after this. But great heavens, episode 12 was fucking brutal, man. Both emotionally and physically. Like, when they went to the base of the archive to shut it down, Lil Bro got turned into Flat Stanley. Hi, how are you? Looking at, boy, you're cooked. You're done. It's over. As for the actual ending, it's even better than the pump fake was. The ending represents all the themes of the anime in a flashy yet saddening manner, but it brings every thought, every memory, every idea to the end in a fashion very fitting for this series. It's very open-ended as well, which can most definitely be a bad thing as we discussed, but in the case of Vivy, the open ending also serves to represent the premise of the entire plot, the freedom to choose. Melancholic and disheartening, but still hopeful towards the future. That is the ending I choose to believe for Vivy, Fluorite Eyes song. Vivy is a modern classic, S-tier material in every category, from story to characters to animation to music. This is an anime that had everything go right. It truly is one of the best sci-fi AI stories out there, and it executes all these amazing attributes in such a short amount of time, which makes it all the more impressive. After the anime ended, a manga adaptation began. And while I haven't read all the way through myself yet, this seems to be a great way to experience the world as well. And paired with the magnificent artwork it's got, like, oh my god, this shit looks amazing. Looks sick as hell. But the anime is still the superior method to interact with this tale, due to the music, the voice acting, actually, the manga might be better actually. But yeah, man, Vivy is amazing, and it's got me even more hyped for the Suicide Squad anime. I've had some takes age very poorly in the past, so you know what I'm saying, I take this with a grain of salt. One of the last times that anime and DC came together, it created one of my favorite movies as a child. But with mostly the same team on board as Vivy, I'm expecting pure greatness out of this joint. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. If Suicide Squad Isekai gets some Vivy level quality throughout the production, we might just have another ring dinger on our hands. But yeah, man, that's gonna be the end of the video. I know it's been a minute since I posted a video again. My fault. As you can see, the videos just keep getting longer and longer though. So look, when it's these long ass 2-month breaks, it's not like I'm not doing shit. Trust me, I'm locked in. I'm locked in crazy. I'm locked in. But yeah, this video in specific took so long because I've actually was working on another video first, but that video is gonna end up being like fucking 2 hours, bro. Like at least an hour and a half. Then I had to switch gears to take a little break because that shit was, whoa man, it's getting crazy. But yeah, I'm really excited for that video. So that's probably gonna be the next video. It might be 2 videos. We'll see. But yeah, like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, yeah, follow me on TikTok too, and follow me on my fucking my second channel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm posting goddamn Let's Plays on there, like after I stream and shit. I'll be posting shorts on that bitch too, bro. Thank you to everybody that's been, you know, watching. Thank y'all for being patient with me as you continue to be patient with me. New video soon. Trust me. Just, hey man, I'm on my Nicky Jakey shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I might not post a lot, but when I do, just know that shit hard, nigga. On me. Have a blessed day and deuces. Bye.